What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Chris Horde, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker. And brisk morning. Gonna start the shift today. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, thanks for coming in. I'm in healthcare. I've been in healthcare for 20 years. Been taking care of the elderly in long-term care with Alzheimer's disease. Ooh, it's cool this morning. Oh, gonna have to turn on the heat. You can tell winter's coming. Whew. So start the early morning. Woo! Need some heat. Here we are. Welcome in, guys. So yeah, I start my shift off at 7 o'clock. And I take care of 32 elderly residents with a team of three other people. My job entails feeding, bathing, getting residents up in the morning, making sure they get their proper nutrition and the treatment creams that they need. So I'm gonna make sure I got my book, my trusty bag that I take with me. You need the essentials. So name tag, gotta have a name tag. My cord for my phone, my book, like I already said, on break. Now water is a huge must, because you can't have a full day of working without water. And my wallet, because I'm gonna go grab a coffee. So do me a favor, guys, if you like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. And off we go to the local Tim Hortons. It is, I don't even know what the temp is. It's pretty cold. I was up early this morning, set my clock wrong, but oh well, it happens. I can tell you what the temp is. -1. You can totally tell it's going to be friggin' winter time. Well, it is going to be, it's fall. So I do straight days. 7 to 3. So I'm there about 15-20 minutes early. Oh, we're fogging up here. I'm usually on shift about 15-20 minutes early, and the only reason why I do that, and I've been doing that for the last 20 years, is the fact that I like to see what's in report during the night shift. And you know, it gives me kind of like a chance to kind of like set myself up for the day and what's gonna happen. I don't like to rush, and you know, you got to get your cart ready and everything that's gonna be on duty. So I've never been like that. Even when I was younger, I was never like that. I didn't like to rush things. I kind of like to be in order and make sure everything's in order before I start. So I'm on the road. I'm only about, I'd say 10-15 minutes away from my work, where I work. I live outside the city of where I live, so I travel into town. I don't live in town. And I mean, I like it because it's, you know, it's quiet where I live. I think as I've been getting older, I've been kind of like into the, I don't want to say like introvert, but as I get older, I just I like my quiet time. I don't know. I always tell people like the healthcare burnout is real. It's a real thing. So like, you know, working with people, you know, 5-6 times a week. Like next week will be my long week, so I should make some videos on that. I'll work from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That'll be my long week, and then I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So we get the heat going on. So yeah, I don't like healthcare burnout. It's a real thing. It's not a fake thing. It's actually a real thing. So I mean, I always said in lots of my videos about, you know, using outlets and things to help you decompress after a long day. And it could be anything, any kind of job that deals with people. And you know, at the end of the day, you need an outlet. And there's a couple things I've used over the years that have worked, and I like to try different things. I always say we're only here for a short time, and after that, I mean, you know, we're 6 feet in the ground, so you might as well try different things and new experiences. So I used to be an ultra runner, long distance runner, ran a couple marathons and half marathons and races and stuff, and I used running as a tool to help me, and absolutely loved it. But over time it kind of started hurting the body, so I got into boxing and loved the box. But I mean, it's a young man's sport, man. Like, that's the training you can do as an older person, but like going inside the ring, I've had like 5 fights, and I fought 5 times as an amateur boxer, and loved it. But you know, after a while, you love it, and it's a rush, but getting hit in the head, it's not a rush. So over time, you kind of go, well, I don't think I really want to be doing this anymore. So then I got into martial arts, and I've always liked UFC. I mean, I've always had a fascination with UFC when it first came out. And my local gym at the city that I live in offered different types of mixed martial arts. And I did the boxing thing, and I love the grappling part of UFC when it first came out with Royce Gracie, and was so intrigued with it that, you know, I got involved with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you know, it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do, I feel, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because it's like you're gonna suck at it. And I mean, I still suck at it, but it's like a puzzle piece, right? You gotta, each class that you go to, and maybe it's just me, and put in the comments if you ever tried Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but let me know. Like, it's hard in trying to figure out the different body movements, and you know, you have to shift your hips, and you know, there's certain positions. And so when I was a white belt, I'm a one straight blue belt now. Took me like 3 years to get my blue belt, but you know what? It's one of the accomplishments that I truly, you know, is huge to me, because, you know, I stuck with it, and I never gave up on it. And yeah, in the beginning it was tough because it was like you kept getting smashed and choked, and it was like, you know, why am I doing this? And then you realize you're doing it because it's hard, and not everyone can do it. So I just stuck with it and enter a few tournaments. Well, now I've entered like 14 tournaments, and next year coming I'll be like 50 years old. But you know, I'm pretty proud of myself that I, you know, stuck with it. I'm just heading to my Tim's here, my local Tim's, to grab a coffee. And I'm pretty proud that I, you know, stuck with it, because I use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as an outlet to, you know, help cope with stress, and, you know, with my job and that, because my job is very highly, it can be physical at times, but mentally draining, which is 100% totally true, because I'm giving, you know, 110% of myself to another human being. And when you're doing that day in and day out, it can literally take a toll on you. And I mean, with my profession, I'm just going through the drive-through here. With my profession, I deal with a lot of death. Guy's just in front of me here. We're gonna try the hockey cards, because maybe making this video, we'll try 1 pack of hockey cards. Let's see if I get something good. I hit something.
Hi, can I get for you?
Hi there, can I get a medium coffee, regular, and 1 pack of hockey cards?
Sure, come on through.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Let's see if I make this video and hit something. We got the new Tim's cards out, and there's a couple big hits. Last year I tried it. There was a few cards, but I sold it. I sold the collection that I had to a young man for a couple $100. So I was up like $60. I made $60. So I entered a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, and I used that money. So yeah, let's see if I hit something. So yeah, I made $60 last year off the Tim's. So maybe we'll get a big hit. I'll do it while we're on my video here. There's a couple cards that I know that, you know, that they're kind of like everybody's chasing. They say the chasing. But yeah, I'm again, I was, like I say, I use martial arts as a tool and an outlet, and absolutely love it. And I even, you know, have it tattooed on my arm, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So there's different colors. There's white, blue, brown, purple, brown, and black. And it's years and years. And with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you start off at white, which is probably the most important, because it's because you started the journey. And it's truly a journey, right? Martial arts and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is absolutely a huge journey, because it's self-progression, and you know what you're getting out of it and your journey. I don't focus on anybody else and their journey, because everybody's different. I focus on my journey and what I get out of it. So everybody's different. So we're just pulling up. Morning.
362. What's the one, huh?
I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Last year I spent way too much money.
A lot of people do, right?
So I was like, let's just get 1 pack and see what happens.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you. Have a good day. All right, let's just pull off over to the side here, and got lots of time before I got to go to work, and I'll pull this the hit on here for you. The Chase is on. So we got, these are the new ones. The Chase. I'm not gonna buy these. I'm just gonna see if you get a Chase, but let's see what we got. See if anything good. So we got a Quinton Byfield. I don't know. You get 3 cards in this. We got Monumental Moments. Monumental Moments, Nico, usually October 19, 2024, netted. And then you got a Mark Scheifeld. So yeah, they're okay. That's probably the only pack I'm gonna buy. I thought I'd do that on. Alright. Off for work we go. So like I said, guys, do me a favor, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel. Chris Horb, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker, taking care of your elderly in long-term care and community care. And off we go. So yeah, when I was talking about, you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's a huge outlet, and I absolutely love it, and I do suck at it. Because there's some days where it's good and some days where it's bad. But I just keep showing up because I know that, you know, I'm benefiting from it. And I'm learning something that a whole lot of people may never get a chance to do so. And like I say, it's an outlet. You know, all that build-up stress you get from work and stuff can build up, especially working in healthcare. You need that tool, right? So if you guys are new to the channel, majority of my videos are making fun and laughing, because I mean, I got 20 years experience in the field, and I'm huge on laughter, because I think laughing and having fun at something that you love, and sometimes it could be difficult with the job. I find that using laughter and humor can kind of take some ease off the profession, right? And over the years of my 20-year career, I've worked with some individuals that I just kind of like shake my head and go, oh damn, like how are you in healthcare? I've always said that, like, it takes a special person to work in healthcare. It takes a special person to take care of people, and not everybody can do it. So I always say we're a special breed of people, and I always say that you got to have empathy, and it's empathy first and the money second. And you know, some people can like disagree on that, but and the reason why I say that it's empathy first and money second, because it's like you got to go into work each and every day and know that what you're rolling into, and you're rolling into like people that, you know, need you to live each day. Like, you're providing a service to them, you know, with like helping them feed to live, and liquids and drink, and, you know, bathing and feeding, dressing, and doing all that stuff that, you know, we may take for granted. And, you know, in my profession, they call them the ADLs, and which are called activities of daily living. So certain things that we may take for granted, these residents that I take care of are unable to do. Like, you know, some can't even, you know, scratch their own nose, or, you know, wipe their face, or, you know, brush their own teeth. So the simple tasks that we may go, yeah, I mean, I do that every morning, these individuals can't do. So that is a service I provide for them each and every shift. And I'm hoping that I can use these videos to kind of educate people and realize that, you know, we're all gonna get old. Like, people don't realize that we're all gonna get old eventually, and we're gonna need care. That's the kind of like the saddest thing in. It's not the saddest thing, but it's kind of like the two guaranteed things in life that are gonna happen to us is going to be taxes, paying taxes, because you're always gonna have to pay taxes, and getting old and dying, and that's the truth. Like, we're all gonna get old, and we're all gonna pass away. Like, none of us are gonna live forever, and I mean, it's just a fact of life. Which, I mean, I've come to terms with it since I've been working in long-term care. Is that I am okay to get old, and I'm okay that eventually I'm going to pass away, but I kind of want to make a difference on this earth, and hopefully I can share stories, and hopefully having you guys tune in and watch my videos, you get a little inspiration and know that there's healthcare providers out there providing care to individuals all around the world that are elderly, and that the elderly matter, and they should be taken care of properly. And and I'm a true advocate for that the elderly should be taken care of properly. And the service that I provide for them is a serious job. It's not a joke. And hopefully you guys get something out of these videos. Maybe you don't. I mean, hopefully you guys enjoy them. Anyways, I'm at work. I have to head into work now. But anyways, guys, do me a favor. Tap the screen, share it, and keep on watching my videos. Chris Horde, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker, taking care of your elderly in long-term care and community care. Until next time, guys, cheers.